Okay, so what are these guys?
These are our FPG 9s. This is a built one for you guys to see, and this is a world famous model, actually. Did you know that?
I did know that. I'm guessing, at least I'm hoping, that a lot of people watching have at least seen these. Maybe they didn't necessarily know what they were called, but
yeah.
Hopefully you've seen one of these before.
So this is the FPG 9 foam plate glider, 9-inch plate, and this was actually invented by one of our volunteers.
Yes, yes.
And I call it world famous because it's actually used in the Boy Scouts of America merit badge for aviation.
Yes,
it is one of the requirements. So,
and I think the coolest part about them is the fact that they're made out of foam plates.
Yeah.
Like you can actually see the foam plates, like the edges.
Yeah.
Like
you can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell. So these ones are ones that we get produced for us for a nominal fee. They're made right here in the USA. And these are what we put in our Arconic kits. So if someone were to get an Arconic kit from us, they'd get a bunch of these pre-made. But we have the template available on our website, so you can actually print that out and trace it onto a pack of plates. So this is what I'm saying. This project's a little bit more expensive because you do have to go down to Walmart and buy, you know, a $3 pack of 100 plates. But there you go. You have 100 plates to work with.
For sure.
We are going to take this, and these are going to be a little bit easier than what you might build at home if you don't have the pre-cut ones.
These are you don't need scissors for these.
Yes, you don't need scissors for these, though. You would need scissors.
Which is great for like the young kids.
Yes. So this is what I use when the real little kids come to the museum on field trips because they don't need scissors, and they get really mad when they don't get to use scissors. So I just take scissors out of the equation because, you know, they think they're big. They think they're grown, so I'm like, no.
I don't always get.
You're not always allowed scissors.
Not always allowed
either.
to play with scissors either. Just saying.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to snap off this little piece here.
Okay.
This is going to become our vertical stabilizer. And if you guys have any questions out there or comments about what we're doing right now, let me know. That'd be awesome. So you're going to take this, and Matt is probably already there. So there.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
I'm like I see some notches.
Yes. So there's a series of notches. There are two on one side, and there's one on the other side. The curved side is the side that's going to actually go into the aircraft. So there's this big cut there. And when you download our template off the internet, all the guiding lines are there, and you just
See, I just want to go on record because you thought I was already there, and while I said I was, and I thought I was, but then I realized that I wasn't because I would have assumed this was the back of the tail.
You know what? You and all the kids that came last week.
I'm just a kid, guys. I'm just a kid in a grown-up body. Okay, so the curved side goes in first.
Yep.
It slides in just like that?
Yep, it just slides in like that, nice and easy. And this is the part in the demonstration that I show the kids. I'm like, so this guy looks like an airplane now, right? Except it does not really fly. It doesn't do anything. It just flips around in the air.
It's the worst airplane ever.
It is the worst airplane ever. So
but we're going to make it better.
Yeah, we are. So what we're going to do now is add some, well, first, we're not going to add weight yet because we actually have to add some tape. So even though this has a pretty good fit, the vertical stabilizer, we want to make sure it is actually truly vertical and perpendicular to the body of our aircraft or the wing. And so we're going to tape it down. You're going to need 2 pieces of tape for this. I'm going to give you.
Okay.
Here you go. And
is there any special way to do
the
this?
The special way, this is the way I figured out how to do this that I think makes it a lot easier for people. I actually lay the vertical stabilizer down because it's flexible foam.
Okay.
It's pretty easy, and you just tape it down anywhere on there, and it's kind of hard to see because tape is clear. Why isn't there, like, multicolored tape?
I think there is.
Is there? Like, not duct tape.
We just don't have any here.
Oh, why don't we have that?
I don't know.
Dylan, can you get us multicolored tape?
We don't have the budget, sorry.
That's unfortunate. So if you're watching right now and you're a employee over at Scotch Tape, please send me some multicolored tape. We're gonna take another piece.
I hope there's not actually any multicolored tape, and I was just flat out wrong.
Donate to the National Model Aviation Museum so I can buy some multicolored tape, please. This
Yeah,
is,
that's why we need your donation.
yeah,
for
that's
multicolored
truly
tape.
why, because then I won't have to use this junky, boring tape. I want fun tape. So we're going to tape both sides and stabilize our vertical stabilizer.
I got it's sitting pretty
Yours is
perpendicular.
really nice. Yeah, I love it. So
Got a
it's looking
slight
good.
wing.
It's sitting pretty, right? And now we are adding the weight to our aircraft because see, it still flips around all floopy doopy.
No questions out there from
Really?
anybody?
No question.
Nobody even complimenting me on my wonderful paper airplane
That
flying
was
skills?
incredible.
I'm very disappointed. Okay.
I'm disappointed. I'm sad. I'm
A
sorry.
little bit.
What are we gonna do with you guys?
All right. So
You get a penny, and yes, you get to keep it, because that's the number one question all the children ask me. They're like, can I keep it? I'm like, man, kid, if this is a lot of money to you, I
tell you, this
envy
is-
you, child.
this is, I almost feel like the best thing you can use a penny for right now.
Right?
So this is going to be our nose weight, right?
Yep, and so you can put it on the nose, and the thing I just like to bend the nose over and hold it in like a little pocket. And this is like our pilot in a way. This is the pilot of our aircraft. And we want,
So President Lincoln is our pilot.
yes, President Lincoln
like
is
it.
our pilot, which is kind of cool.
I like it.
And so we want to make sure he's secure in the cockpit of the aircraft. And so we're going to put 2 pieces of tape. One that's going across, so I'm going to give you a piece of tape.
Okay.
And then one going over. And so this is kind of capturing the penny inside of the little pocket that we made so it's nice and secure. So we have this beautiful aircraft. And of course you can obtain a roll of pennies from the bank, 50 cents. You can probably swing that. So this project is what, I mean, say you probably have tape at home. Most people do. Scissors, pens. So the plate's gonna run you like maybe $3 and then a roll of pen. $3.50 for like $4 because you need 2 rolls of pennies for 100.
Oh man.
$4 for
Could almost
100.
called it tree pity. All right. So we've got our pilot in there. Now
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because I do see some other notches in here,
Mm-hmm.
specifically in places where you might find on a standard aircraft some ailerons
That is right. You
and a
would be correct.
rudder.
Yep, that's exactly it. So, like Matt said, there are some notches on our aircraft, and you can bend our little primitive ailerons up or down, and this will affect the flight.
So it's like it's trimming it out.
Yeah, exactly. And so you can make this project as sophisticated or as simple as your audience demands. So if they're really, really into it, and you'll get kids that are like, this is amazing, how can I make it fly better? And you'll be like, let me show you, kid. And so the last thing that you might need, so say your Walmart is near a Dollar Tree, which is a fun store, pick up a hula hoop. Have the kids try and fly their airplane through the hula hoop. I actually have one over at the museum, and the kids get a kick out of that. It's really a lot of fun.
I was over when you were doing it with one group, and it was so exciting because the first 4 or 5 kids would go through it, and they would, they'd miss off to the right, miss off to the left. That first kid that gets it through the hula hoop, the place went crazy.
Yeah,
was
the
awesome.
crowd goes wild.
They did. Yeah, totally.
And then, all of a sudden, the kids realize this thing really does fly, and it flies well. Like, this is a surprisingly nice aircraft.
Well, so inspect me here. Is this look correct to you?
I'd say this is
Because
worthy of
I want
flight.
to give it a maiden flight. I want to see how good or how well this puppy flies. Ready?
All right.
I'm going to try to not throw this at the camera because there's a penny on the front and there's a lens on the front of the camera. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Okay. Ooh, that was really good.
I'm really happy with that.
That was awesome. Oh no, I'm scared.
Nobody could see it, but I was happy with
I
it.
saw it. It was beautiful. And so the way that you fly these things, it's really a gentle toss. There's not a lot of force behind it, and that's one thing you got to tell the kids.
Yeah, for sure.
They will want to lob this thing. Don't do that. Just gently toss it. And these are great for indoors. So if you're doing this activity at a school, for example, or you can fly these in the hallway. You can fly them in the classroom if there's not a lot of breakables. School gym, or even inside at a county fair, in one of those big multi-purpose rooms, because there's not a lot of damaging materials on here.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of joked a little bit about the penny, but I mean, it's not really going to do
It's
much,
not-
especially because there's foam in between the penny
Yeah,
and whatever you
it
hit.
should
So.
it should cushion it pretty well. So you.
I've
can even-
seen these be used in classrooms all the time.
Oh yeah, and you can even fly these in your house if you wanted to. So you're pretty much good to go. So my friends, that is just about it. Let's see where we are on time. Oh my gosh, we went overtime. Oops. We just had too much fun. All right, everybody. So thank you for tuning in to this special edition of Ask Claire. I had a lot of fun.
I had a blast. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank
This
you
was awesome.
for well, not really, but being voluntold.
No, to be fair, I agreed to it. I thought it was going to be a great time, and
Yay.
I turned out to be
I'm
right, like
glad.
always.
As usual. So the next Ask Claire is actually going to be the second week of March, second Friday, and that is going to be 13th? Friday the 13th? Is it?
We'll double check that.
We need to double check that. Let me get my
I really hope it is.
I hope it is, because then we have to do something crazy. Let me check my calendar real quick, because I didn't actually write down. I meant to write that down.
It is. Are we getting word that it is?
What are we doing first? It's the first Friday, right?
It's going to be
Friday.
the second Friday this,
Second
this
Friday.
month.
13th.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be Friday the 13th. Ooh, spooky.
I'll have my hockey mask ready to go.
All right, so it sounds like Matt's going to guest star again on Ask Claire on March 13th. I'm so glad you liked it. I'm so happy. So it's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Friday the 13th. Ooh. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure that you leave any comments if you are watching this after the broadcast is over, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye, guys.